In this session, we are going to learn about security mechanism. Learning outcome is identify the security mechanisms. It is a process that is designed to detect, prevent or recover from a security attack. Any unauthorized person here accessing the information. That accessing the information is detection. We take care of prevention, and already modified data is recovery. That is called as a security mechanism. The technical tools and techniques that are used to implement security services also. It might operate by itself or with others and to provide a particular service. Here, the number of technical tools and technologies and techniques that are used to implement security services, and also detection of security attacks, prevention of security attacks, recovery from security attack. That is the work of security mechanisms. It can be divided into two categories. First one, specific security mechanism. Second one, pervasive security mechanism. Specific security mechanism. These mechanisms are executed in a particular protocol layer to provide some of the OSI security services. Particular protocol layer is executed in mechanisms to provide some of the OSI security services. That is specific security mechanism. Pervasive security mechanisms is not specific to any protocol layer. Again divided into subcategories. Specific security mechanisms, 8 types. Pervasive security mechanisms, 5 types. First one, encipherment. Second one, digital signature. Third one, access control. Fourth one, data integrity. Fifth one, authentication exchange. Sixth one, traffic padding. Seventh one, routing control. Eighth one, notarization. Pervasive security mechanisms. First one, trusted functionality. Second one, security label. Third one, event detection. Fourth one, audit trail. Fifth one, security recovery. These are not a specific mechanisms to provide the OSS security services. All are provide the security services, and we are learning one by one. Security mechanisms will discuss the one by one. Encipherment. Here, the process of converting from plain text to ciphertext by applying cryptographic algorithm. Here we are using cryptographic algorithms are applying the process of converting from plain text to ciphertext. That is called encipherment. Encipherment is the convert the data from coding, convert the data into coding form or coded form. Decipherment, this is the reverse process. The process of converting from ciphertext to plain text by applying cryptographic algorithms. And next one, digital signature. Digital signature is nothing but electronic signature, a data unit that allows a recipient of the data unit to prove the source and integrity of the data unit and protect against forgery. Okay, here the electronic signature. Electronic signature, here the source and integrity of the data unit protect against forgery. We are providing the You are providing the security for forgery, that is digital signature. We know the third one, access control. What is access control? A variety of mechanism that enforce access rights to resources. What is access control? Access rights to resources, access rights to persons. Access right is there in the access control. And next one, data integrity. Okay, this is also known as everyone a variety of mechanisms used to assure the integrity of data unit. Stream of data unit is data integrity. Here the integrity is assured. Okay, why we are using a data integrity mechanism is used to the assure the integrity of data unit or stream of data unit. One totally data unit, the integrity is assigned, the integrity is verified, the integrity is assurance. Okay, that is very mechanism, data integrity mechanisms used. And next, fifth one, authentication exchange. Authentication is verification code. The verification code is for user identity, a mechanism intended to ensure the identity of an entity by means of information exchange. Information exchange of any information related, the entity is ensuring the identity. Okay, that is authentication exchange. Here, the verification of user ID, the ensuring the user identity of an entity of information exchange. Next one, traffic padding, traffic analysis. During the transmission, we observe the data. Here, the insertion of bits into gaps in a data stream to frustrate traffic analysis attempt. Here, the traffic analysis attempts is frustrate one of the gap in a data stream or insertion of bits into gaps. And next one, routing control. Routing control, here routes are controlling. Here routes are controlling. Enables selection of particular physically secure routes for certain data and allows routing changes, especially when a breach of security is suspected. Here controlling the route, here controlling the routing algorithms. Why we are using routing algorithms is using, we are controlling the routing or routing. And next one, finally, notarization. Notarization is nothing but the properties of a data exchange. Here, the third party is to assure the use of third party is assured certain properties of a data exchange. This is also assurance of the security mechanisms. These 8 are specific mechanisms. It might be network protocol securities. And next one, pervasive security mechanism. Pervasive security mechanism is not a specific security mechanisms, rules or regulations are not applied here. Okay, this pervasive security mechanism is again divided into 5 types. First one, trusted functionality, which is perceived to be correct with the respect to some criteria. Here, the security policy is established. Trusted functionality is nothing but the security policy established by a security policy. And security label. Label is nothing but a data unit. It marking bound to a resource that names are designates the security attributes of the resources. Marking bounds. Okay, label is the limited of space or limited of resources, the marking of labels, the marking of resources is designed the security attributes of the resource. Event detection. Here, the detection of security relevant events. Here, the detection of security relevant event. And security audit trail. Here, the data collected and potentially used to facilitate a security audit, which is an independent review and examination of system records and activities. Audit trail is examination of system records. Okay, all are the activity reports and all are the reviews. Okay, every audit, okay, audit is nothing but verification. Here the data is collected and potentially used to facilitate a security auditor audit, which is an independent review, the end examination of system, and also activity reports. These are the records are verifying. That is security audit trail. And next one, security recovery. Here the number of mechanisms such as event handling, management functions, and take the recovery actions. Deal with the request from the mechanisms. Here some of the deals with the request from the mechanisms, event handling or management functions, and take the recovery actions. Recovery means any attack is happening. Okay, here again remodify the documentation. That is pervasive security mechanisms. Thank you.